So today's video is going to be about the La Fonda Hotel in Santa Fe. And one of my complaints that you'll hear me talking about a lot is when you have ghost stories and they're third person, they say that it's haunted by, well, I don't want to know they, who specifically are you talking about? And what makes this video unique is we actually have people that had experienced things. They set up kind of a, I guess you can call it a tour for us to go on, and they're showing us where all these supposedly ghost stories have happened and a couple witnesses coming in and telling us about stuff. So it's a rather old video, but here it is.
Okay, we're in the dining area of the La Fonda Hotel.
A little bit.
And this is one of the sightings in Santa Fe. We're supposed to have a spirit that jumps from the top balcony up here into a well that used to be here, and you can kind of see the outline of the well here in the center of the room. It was paved over. This used to be a courtyard, and we put the roof over it. So we're in here to check readings and see what we can find. This is the original area of the well where he's at now, where the well once was. See how the pattern changes here? And this is the balcony that he jumps from. We don't know which balcony it is. It's all the way around.
They've seen her in the hall, they've seen her in the room. And the security, the night security, has seen her like on the ground floor, on the basement floor, walking down. And, she's like gone after me, thinking someone was downstairs looking at someone me up the
Same original.
Yeah. And the bride was, the story was she was getting married, and it was her wedding night, and her ex-lover came, and I mean, this is a true story. Her ex-lover came, and she opened the door, and the ex-lover killed her. And that was her wedding night, so she's one of the hauntings I've seen over here. Then we have in the bar, we have the cowboy who's there, sits at the bar all the time. The night auditor sees him a lot. Like after closing, he's sitting at the bar like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and they'll go over to say, the bar's closed, you'll have to leave, and just disappears. So that's like a cowboy and a cowboy hat. That's pretty cool.
There's also the it's your assistant F&B or whatever, and a lot of the bartenders and banquet staff said that there's a black gentleman that's in there as well. And he'll go by as they're cutting limes or something, and you know how in a restaurant you go by like a finger, scoop of lime, they'll do that, and they'll turn around and turn. I have that one on tape as a MP3 where I've got the people talking about that.
That would be great.
And then room 274, which is at the front of the hotel, that is occupied, so we can't go in. But housekeeping, and this was just in the last, 4 months, 3 or 4 months. Housekeeping was going in, and it's a suite. It has a living room, and then a double doors and a bedroom. And the maid was going in to clean up. The room was supposed to be already vacated, and she went in, and there was someone in the bed. So she went, oh, I'm sorry, they haven't checked out yet. So she left, and then checked. The room was supposed to be, people had already checked out, and so she went back and she got one of our housekeepers, the one of the men, housekeeper, to go with her because she, someone was in the bed because the bed, was mounted up, and she didn't know if he was asleep, if he was drunk, if he was dead, I mean, what was going on, because he was supposed to have checked out of the room. So she goes and gets the houseman. He goes in, and they go into and there's the form, in the bed. They go to wake them up to see if maybe there's a heart. And that happens. And so the houseman went in with another houseman. The two guys went in to make sure that there was no trouble, if somebody was drinking or something. And went in, and there was the form in the bed. They went into the room, they pulled the covers back. There's nobody there. Now this was like 4 months ago. This is not old. So, and that was 274. We're going to try to go in there.
We have the ballroom
Into the well, we had security. This was a couple of years ago. At night, security was in the New Mexico room, which is one of our guest rooms. Banquet room. And he was going around making his rounds after hours. So he had gone in the room was empty, and he was going around checking all the doors. He was about halfway across the floor. Now I'll check and see if the New Mexico room is available. But, and he felt somebody, kind of saw somebody behind him. He was getting to the front door by the kitchen, and he turned around, and there was a man in the middle of the floor, and going towards the Santa Fe room, which is the adjoining banquet room. And he said, "Oh, excuse me, sir, this room is closed. I need to lock up now. You'll have to go." And he turned around to walk towards him, and the guy just disappeared. Just disappeared. And this was the head of security. He's black belt, judo, and it was scared him to death, and he was just but the guy started walking out of the room and then just disappeared. And so he comes out, he's kind of shaken up. As he was coming up to the front desk manager, who'd been down in the basement having dinner, came running down the hall, just white as a sheet, came running down the hall, ran to the front desk. They had not seen each other or talked to each other. Came running down the hall and said, "Something just went through me." He was downstairs in the housekeeping, where the laundry is, in the laundry room, talking to one of the maids. And he said he just felt this something cold just go through it. And he didn't see anything, he just felt this, and it shook him up. And he came running up to the front desk to say, "I've seen a ghost or something went through me." Underneath from the New Mexico room, directly underneath is the laundry room. And it was exactly the same time. So when the security guard and the man disappeared and just went shh, that's when the front desk manager was downstairs and felt like something cold go through him. And he was running up here, so they were coming up to the front desk at the same time. This was about 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
bell tower. You were doing the tile on the bell tower where the bar is out there. And it was the same lecture you see here. And it gets around the top of it. And one of the guys who was working on the tile, I can't remember exactly how it went, but he saw the person out there. There's no way that the guy could have gotten out there without going past him. Doing the door.
Yeah.
And he went out there to check.
She can't talk right now.
Down and left.
They got the tile.
Oh yeah, that one I think is on that tape.
Tell me and I'll tell her. Hello?
And the elevator, the bell tower elevator.
Okay.
Security, they always, the gentleman that, the black belt security,
Oh, I don't know.
he would go make his rounds, on each floor at night. And the elevator would always come and open. And it would be like,
Bye, Jessica.
there was nobody upstairs or downstairs, and and first he thought it was just a coincidence, but then he'd go down to the next floor, and the elevator would be there and the door would open. And this happened all the time until finally he would go by and say, "No, thank you, I don't need the elevator, I'm fine." The door would close. So we were just,
That's the same elevator.
That's the bell tower.
There was a guest just recently who's going up to his room via that elevator and saw the shadow.
Well, it's the elevator will go up and it's mirrors on three sides. It's an old elevator. This is the historic side of the hotel. And we had a guest just recently that at night he was getting in the elevator and he saw a shadow. And he thought it was like, because it's three ways, he thought it was his own shadow. And he like ducked down beneath the level of, because there's a chandelier kind of thing at the top. He ducked down below the level of the mirrors and the shadow was still there. So it wasn't his shadow. But he came out and he asked the security guard, about that. And that's one where the security guards see stuff in that elevator all the time.
The same security guard was doing her paperwork. She normally would sit in the chairs over there by the fireplace area to do her paperwork and have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever. And she scooted the chair up and sat down to do her stuff, got up and went and did something else and was back in the furniture store. Nobody's been there. So it's like, well, these are our chairs. We're sticking them over here. Any other stuff?
There are lots of other stories. I'm not the best.
Also on this tape is, I can't remember exactly how, but I don't know if it's the same black gentleman or if it's a different ghost down in the area where the F&B is, where they keep the liquor and the storage for the food and all that kind of stuff. He likes to mess with new people. The guys have seen shadows going by, heard people coming in, all sorts of odd stuff. So, but I have that on that again.
And the housekeeping staff doesn't like to be down in the basement after hours. It's by themselves.
Yeah, we've had camera malfunctions down there. Bird noises and shit. What's the best place to? You want to try probably? Oh, you want to do the room first?
Probably, probably go down. Yeah, go down the hall to the bell tower elevator. We'll go up to the 5th floor because that room's not occupied, so we can go inside too. Then you can, if you want to set up.
Do you want to ask about the next room first?
No, we're the historic Fonda Hotel in Santa Fe. It used to be a stagecoach hotel. Dave, do you remember when this place was built? 1700s? 1800s? It was 1700s. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, it's just a very large building, actually. It used to be one building. It's
And he turned around. Yes. That's what he said. Oh, sorry. And that's when it just he went down the floor. So right about over there, down at the floor, and that's. So you have to stay and tell us a story. You got a steal a story? He said you did. Where's Cody? Cody. Gustavo, who's sorry, no wonder you weren't responding. He's our banquet manager. He's got an incident. In
I
this
saw
room?
the cowboy. No.
Oh, you saw the cowboy?
The cowboy go to see it.
In the bar?
No, on the second floor. It's where you see it all the time at the bottom of the ballroom.
Oh, okay.
That's where you see it. And I was told by one of the guys that used to work here for like 15 years. And I asked him, you know, is that true? I said, yes, I seen the cowboy all the time. And one afternoon I came to work and I was doing paperwork. And we have a handicap elevator that goes to the bathroom. In the second floor. And I was walking and I'm reading and I see a person standing right by the handicap elevator just like this. And it was a cowboy, you know, cowboy hat and everything. And I go, you know, hi. And I kept going and said, wait a second, this person didn't even say hi or anything. So I turned around and it hit me. That's the ghost. That's why I didn't respond. I didn't see it anymore. He was gone. So I ran around and I said, and then, you know, I was happy after that because I said, I saw the ghost. You know, because I was thinking always. And the one I want to see is the one they say is even the Capitana Sola. And sometimes I come out so early in the morning to see it in the dark or sometimes at night. But if you are thinking about it, you never see it. You know what I mean? And Loreto too, we had one time in the visit, it was 5 times. And one day we closed the room, we went back to the shop downstairs, and we had to go over and set up. Let's lay down. All the chairs are down. And I said, oh, I'm freaking out of the back. Crazy. What's over here? I feel something. You know, trying to scare me. You're going to place, I see something. Not close, but I can see it was there, but I see something. And in front of me, and I look down and up.
Generally, it's been my experience when we get stuff, it's usually at head height. There's this human. It's almost like what you look for, it's a little ball of light, fire right there. For some reason, it's always usually right around head height. Sometimes it go up and down, but it's, you know, with all the flash, it's kind of like it's up to yeah, well, you'd be able to tell it's like a ball of light versus their thing on the front, flies around and stuff. Your first thing is above. Yeah, but
So during our ghost hunts and investigations of this place, we really didn't find anything. Never had anything really weird happen to us or anything like that. But the stories are interesting nonetheless. So my thoughts on the hotel, my memories are more of just its size, how much space you have to cover, you know, dozens of stories and just the logistics involved with trying to, you know, investigate those things. But, you know, one of the things that I really enjoyed about the time that I was ghost hunting was going into places that the public is normally not allowed to go. Specifically the basement. The basement of this place is huge. In fact, you might have heard one of the rumors out there that there supposedly are tunnels leading from La Fonda to the Palace of Governors or some other building. And those aren't true. What it is they had sort of tunnels. They were for utility access, and for things like originally the hotel was heated by steam. So it's neat seeing, you know, like areas like that. Other than that, just the history of it was very fascinating, going on what part of the building was made when, you know, and just there's different parts created as it has been modified over the years. And that was also pretty cool to look at. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd really much appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next video.